Let's center. Let's get centered. All right. Are we on? We are on. You shut up, stupid phone. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Premise Land on the Twitch. I'm going to be. This is the second to last Q&A for Unspeakable Acts. I decided I'm gonna just start merging some chapters together. I wanted to finish this by the end of the month, and I let a few days go due to out-of-town travels and just super lack of energy, unfortunately. So this is going to be a four-parter. I will be dealing with 4 different chapters, thus the four-parter. I don't know why I explained it again. I'm sure you understood. But if you didn't, there you go. In these scenes, I don't want to give away too much, but this is after the brothers Colby have been goons for the mob for a little bit of time, and things are going to change pretty drastically. So, yeah, I don't want to explain too much because I just don't want to give it away so early. But I'm going to give it 5 minutes and see if some folks would like to join in festivities. And, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we can get over 2 people. That'd be cool. I think I'm close to being, what is it, not partner, affiliate. That's it. Affiliate. I just need 5 people to chat in my room for a little bit. I don't know how long or how many streams they have to do that, but that is the requirement I need in order to make affiliate. So if folks would love to help me with that, I would certainly appreciate it. That'd be awfully lovely of you. So, and, I turned the big 4-0, so it would be a wonderful birthday gift. It wouldn't cost you much, except just a couple words in a chat room. So, it is the gift that keeps on giving, and it's free. You can't beat that price. But, I'll talk about what's going on in my life. I went to D.C. last weekend, Washington, D.C., and it was a fun time. Got to see family. I enjoyed that. Had some good Polish cooking. And for those of you who don't know, I am what's called a Mexipole. I am Mexican Polish. So I enjoy a lot of Mexican food, and I enjoy a lot of Polish food. My favorite Polish food being kielbasa and pierogies. Highly recommend it, and there's different kinds of pierogies. So make sure you try them all, like Pokemon. Like tasty Polish Pokemon. Yeah. I have a viewer in the room. Awesome. Great to see you. I'm just giving it another minute for some more folks to join us. Glad you can join me, viewer. I hope you're having a lovely night. I don't know where you live. I'm hoping the smoke ain't bothering you from Canada land. Just looks really overcast where I am in the land of Michigan. So, yeah. But I think we're generally overcast, so it's hard to notice much difference. But anyway, I think it's time to get going on this. So this is the first one. our first video. This is the new boss, and I hope you enjoy. Oh, I gotta move the screen before I hit play. A derp. Derpy derp derp. I am a silly boy. Enjoy. Uh-oh. that was... Oh, hold up. Hold up. Slowly roll. Okay. That was the new boss. That was the wrap on Mr. Behrens, who was just a lucky get, I feel. He used to teach acting at Macomb Community College, South Campus. Fantastic teacher. Wonderful actor. Sadly, after he retired, I wasn't able to keep in touch with him just because life happened. And sometimes I'm a stupid asshole and I don't keep up on folks. And I feel terrible about that. I do hope he's doing well. Many of the mobsters were good friends of mine. And like Jeff, who was the mobster who was very upset because I took over, as you saw. A regret I had in that scene was we had a monitor set up and we were going to do an effect where we had the vitals on, like they do in hospitals. Sadly, we just couldn't get the effect to work, so we tried to block it as best we could. I am sad we weren't able to get that. But I've unfortunately never been very good with the technical stuff. So, yeah. The doctor was a friend of mine, Bill Dollinger, who is a phenomenal photographer. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he used to photograph lightning, and he had some really cool pictures. So look him up, get a lightning picture, if you can. He still does it. Again, I haven't talked to him in a while. Hope he's doing well. But yes, my character managed to take over the mob after the death of Mr. Barron's character. Sydney, boo! Boo! Don't tell Nana. Oh, okay, I will not. I will make sure not to tell her. But hello, Sydney. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I'm doing a 4-parter tonight. So, if you have time, awesome. If you got other stuff to do, I completely understand. Gracing me with your presence for even a little bit is a delight. I'm just about to go into the next video. I don't know if you saw the first one. Hope you did. So, without much ado, unless there's some questions, queries, I will play the next chapter. I'm sorry I'm rushing through this a bit. I wanted to get this done by the end of the month. So, forgive my pushiness and speed. But I'm going to go on to the next video. Now this one is expansion. And this is a super short one. Alrighty. And that was Expansion. Hold on. Shh. Shut up. Stop it. So, that was a few scenes I cut together. In the first one, I was taking over territory, as seen by the map. I was just crossing off and circling things. In that first scene, that was shot at 2 locations. We did some green screen. One was in my uncle's warehouse when he was building his indoor golf center. And I actually was roaming around Ratchet Cruise, which, if you're not from Michigan, it's an event we hold where classic cars drive around this big road called Ratchet. And I found a man with a Model T. At least I think it's a Model T. But anyway, it was a classic car, beautiful car, and he let us use it. I feel bad because, again, the stupid asshole I am, I forgot that man's name and his contacts, so, you know. But, yes, and the Tommy gun was something I had. Funny story, the Tommy gun, it was like $300 at a sporting goods store, and I had it on layaway, which I don't know if you can even do layaway nowadays. And yeah, I was proud of that Tommy gun. It looked great, and I did a drive-by on Mr. Mark McCarran. I hope I'm saying his last name right. He's worked in the Michigan indie scene for a while. Cool guy, always willing to help. And he played a mob boss that I offed, so that was fun. He had a pretty easy job. He had to walk and fall. And in the second scene, that was an interesting one. We filmed that at the pool of my alma mater, East Detroit High. Yes, those actors were Mark's brother, whose first name I forget. Again, it's been over 20 years since we made this. And the lady, his lady friend, was an actress, Jennifer Riccanobo. I hope I'm saying her name right. She answered a Craigslist ad back when it was a little more trustworthy. Long time ago. And she was a lovely actress, fun to work with. And yes, and the 2 gentlemen with me were Malik. You've probably seen him in other videos if you actually watch them. He was a tutor that worked with Kurt at Macomb Community College, and Kurt just asked him, "Do you want to be in a film?" And he said yes. And he did a fantastic job for not really being an actor. Of course, a lot of the folks I used were not actors, and I feel they did a fine job. Of course, I didn't give any dialogue, so I think that made it easier. But anyway, that was Malik. The other gentleman was a friend of mine, Joey Valdi, a friend from high school, and he was happy to help out. And again, he didn't need much direction. And what I used to stab Mark's brother was an ice pick I picked up. I picked up an ice pick from a food warehouse or a food supply, a restaurant supply store. There we go. Words are hard sometimes. And it comes with a little rubber stopper at the end, and I just kept that on as to not injure my actor. And I did what's known in the mob as a kiss of death, and that's when they hug you kind of bring a sharp implement into your neck and do away with you in a vicious manner, as I did with that gentleman at the pool. Which, that was an interesting scene to film. Funny enough, I wanted to film something else there with a bully, and they said no to that. But murdering a guy in a pool was okay. Go figure. But anyway, that was expansion. Does anyone want me to expand upon that? I'll give you a minute. I'm going to take a sip of my beverage. Doing that off screen because it is covered with branding, and I do not have any branding deals as of now, so I don't want to get in any trouble. But if we have no questions, we shall move on. We'll keep on trucking, as they say. I don't know why I listened. It's text. Derp. I think I'm just tired. Anywho, let us move on to video number 3. Number 3, as they say in the Spanish. Alright, this one is We No Longer Need Your Services. Enjoy. Had some sound issues there. They weren't there before. I don't know what the hell happened there. I don't know if that's a Twitch issue or if that was a YouTube issue, but the sound seems super delayed. I don't know what happened. But in the first segment, that was another mob boss played by the wonderful Bill Hosty, who is sadly no longer with us. He passed away a few years ago, but he was a dear family friend, and he was amazing for doing this film. I am sad I wasn't able to finish it before he departed on his next journey. He is still missed. But yes, he was wonderful to be a part of it. The mobster beating him is a friend of mine, Mike Hannigan, who did a phenomenal job. The mopier mobster is Jeff, who's been in some other chapters. He was very close to the mob boss, who I replaced, and my character thought, well, that makes him a liability. He has to go. So he hires him to take this guy out. The person playing his target is Eddie Szymanski. I hope I'm saying his last name right. He is actually Jeff's cousin, so it was cool to have him on board. You know, a lot of family members willing to help is just a wonderful thing. And yes, so basically he had been killed already, and it was just used to frame Jeff's character. And then I shoot him in the back like the manipulative, evil character that I am. Someone had called the cops, as the delayed sirens would have you know. Again, I don't know what happened there. There were supposed to be sirens in that scene. I don't know if that was a Twitch or YouTube problem, but it does upset me because it looks stupid. And I don't like to look stupid. At least, I mean, I don't mind looking stupid, but I want it on my terms, right? So, but that was, we no longer need your services, and that was to get rid of Jeff's character. So, let's march on into the next one. I don't foresee any questions, so let's just keep it moving. This is Steppin' Up. This one's more focused on Kurt's character, Nicholas Colby. So, let's watch that. That'll be fun, I think. Alrighty. That was... Oh, hold up. Oh, that was Stepping Up. So that's Kurt's character going through his villain era. I think that's how the kids put it these days. He's kind of sick of my shit, but because I'm his brother, he wants to take his aggression out on something else. Oh, in the very first scene, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We have Malik beating an informant, probably someone who owes us money. It's a mob movie, so I figured we have to have a scene where someone's getting beat up. I think it's obligatory at this point. The man in the chair was a friend of mine, Jeremy Ray. Again, did a fantastic job. Malik seemed to really enjoy his work. In the movie, he's very scary, but if you meet him in real life, one of the sweetest, kindest people you could ever meet. Again, this stupid asshole didn't keep up with that gentleman, and again, it's very regrettable. But life goes on. Hopefully, I will see him again on this stretch of life, and I will buy him a beer or whatever he drinks. Anywho, so Kurt's character, Nicholas Colby, is frustrated, and he's moving more towards the dark side. And so he is determined to do one of the hits on a mob boss himself. And the gentleman jogging is an actor by the name of Joe something. It's again, stupid asshole, can't remember things. And his bodyguards are Matt Grammatico, the man running around him, and the gentleman on the phone is Dennis Barr, very good friend of ours. And they really helped out in this scene. We did it at a particular park. I won't say the name because we weren't really allowed to shoot there. It was a funny day because since we didn't have permission to shoot and we had guns, we gave the guns code words, and the code word was sandwiches. So every time we need to do a scene with a gun, we say, "Hey, bring in the sandwiches." And of course, the Tommy gun was a sub, being a subcommit. machine gun. I know we are clever comedy geniuses, and you are all very impressed. I understand. But yeah, we had. I think we had a lot of fun shooting that day. Again, this was 20 years ago. I could be wrong. I'm gonna assume we had fun. I'd have to go back in time and ask younger me if it was a good day. But here's a special surprise. I lied about this being a 4-parter. It's actually a 5-parter. See, the next scene I'm about to show you was sadly something I had to cut, and I felt horrible cutting it because it's such a funny, silly scene, but it really fought the tone of the sequences before. But that was back when I wanted to make a feature. But since I broke it up into chapters, I decided to put it back in for poops and giggles. And hope you enjoy it. This segment is called Pimpin' Ain't Easy. Oh, hold on. Get that screen back. All right, and that was Pimpin' Ain't Easy. Oh, shut up. Stop. All right. I hope you found that enjoyable. That was that was so much fun to shoot. In that scene, my friend, the man, the myth, the legend, Derek Hawkins, plays a pimp whose territory I take over, as you saw with the threat of the Tommy gun. Uh, the prostitutes were played by Megan. Megan. Oh my God, I'm blanking on her last name. Bad. Um, I forget the other girl's name. Ugh, man, horrible. And the not as attractive prostitute is a gentleman, Chad Craven. Probably a very un-PC joke in this day and age. Whatever. But the joke there is he made the most money somehow being the most unattractive of the call girls. Uh, Again, I thought it was pretty darn funny, but I'm a bit biased. And that was it was fun to shoot, but it was a nightmare to set up because I had so much more planned but a lot of actors fell through. And in independent filmmaking, you gotta improvise. You make do. You make the changes you need, and you make it work. Um, yeah. But Megan is Jeff's wife, and that's the guy I killed in previous chapters. And we no longer need your services. That's his wife, and lovely lady. And again, I'm a POS for not remembering her last name. Well, it's White because it's his last name. Derp. The other lovely lady, whose name escapes me, she was a student, a fellow student from Macomb, and she did a fine job. We lost touch, unfortunately. Tends to happen. Probably moved on to bigger and better things, which more power to her. And then Chad, again, lost touch again. But that's what happens with the passage of time. You lose touch with people, and it is sad. But what can you do? So anyway, that was what I called the OmniBOSS. Get it? Because I become a mob boss. And I hope all one of you enjoyed that. I'll be posting this on my YouTube, so you have a chance to watch it again, if you so desire. And if you want me to shut the F up, well, the video without my commentary, the videos without my commentary, are also on my YouTube. So check those out too. In fact, check everything out. And like it, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Do all the things. Help me a lot. I'll love you for it. And I wish you oodles and caboodles of blessings in your future. And tomorrow we will be doing the final videos for Unspeakable Acts. And then I will be thinking whether I should continue streaming or not. We shall see. But until then, I love you. Peace and chicken grease.